So this Vanda is not doing too hot. I had just put it into the semihydro as kind of an experiment, and check that leaf. It looks really bad. It's turning... Oh, well, there we go. That's how bad it is. It just friggin' rotted off. Now that could be due to me, oh, what a bummer. There was new growth in there, too. There was a new leaf growing in there. And the whole thing just rotted. So, yeah, that's not working. Boom. Hold on a second. But on a happier note, this little guy that I thought wasn't happy and doing anything for me has a leaf down in there, but dun 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 dun, there's a beautiful new root. Yes, so excited. So this guy's really happy that I'm keeping it in a little glass that's a little humid glass, I guess you could say. I let it kind of dry out, leave a little tiny bit of water at the bottom there, and this guy's been really liking it. So figured out how to keep this one happy. This one I'm gonna do the same, actually. I'm gonna try to do this method with this one. I'm gonna take it out and see what the roots look like after, what, a week or so? Ah, yeah, not good. Not good. So, we have mold on these roots here. Can't remember if those roots were good roots or not. Yeah, root system's looking really bad. Damn it. I think those were new roots too. Oh man. Well, I kind of had a feeling that semihydro was not gonna... After I'd repotted this, I thought about it for a day and I was like, wait a minute. If my Phalaenopsis did horrible in semihydro, what makes me think a Vanda's gonna like semihydro? That was stupid. So, yeah, focus. Oh man, new roots looking like death. What a bummer. Ah, you live, you learn. Don't put these guys in semihydro. And that wasn't even that long. I mean, seriously, I have to look at my notes. But it hasn't even been in there for that long. Leaf turning purple, but that's because I had it under the brighter lights. Ah, bummer. So I'm just going to clean this up and find a clear pot for it to just sit in. And we'll see what happens. Ah, poops. Okay, so this is how I'm going to repot it now. Semi-water culture, I guess. I like to just call it bare root. I have just a tiny bit of water down at the bottom here, just to add with humidity. And I think this is the way that I will be able to grow Vandas. I don't think there's any other way for me, except for that freak up there. That one other one that's doing really well in a pot. But I think I'll end up taking that guy out and putting it in one of these glass vases. So we'll see. I'll do another update. That was really sad. I'm really mad at myself. I really don't know what the hell I was thinking. It was such a stupid idea. Such a stupid idea. And this particular plant, I was talking about that purpling on the leaf. This Vanda does not like high light. Or it just hates LEDs. I don't know. It does not like to be under the purple lights. So I'm going to put it back up with the weaker. Up there is, that light's not as strong as these lights. So I'll put it back up there. Alright, so that's my Vanda. Experiment failure. Another thing I learned from this experiment is if you have new leaves, so if your new growth is rotting, that means your new roots are rotting. If your old leaves are rotting, that means you have old roots rotting. Old roots, they just tend to kind of, you know, they don't do well sometimes. But new growth should not rot like this one did. and that meant that the new growth was rotting. So, interesting thing there. And this guy over here could probably use some water, but this one has... This one's the one that's in a pot. Yeah, I could use some water. It's all water. It's watering day. But maybe I'll take this guy out and put it in a glass as well. But it's doing okay in here. But it's getting kind of cramped. Yeah, I think I'm going to move it into glass. So this is the Vanda that's been doing pretty well in this moss with some leca beads for drainage. So let's take it out of here. Now this guy's been here for a year, and the roots definitely have grown a lot. Okay, well, yeah, look at this roots. Can you see that? Is it holding up too high? I was doing a horrible videotaping job. So there's my Vanda. I'll leave this clump here, this bally clump, and probably leave some moss on there too. And I'm gonna rig up something with some wires maybe so it doesn't fall too deep in the pot here. It needed to be repotted or unpotted, so that's where it's gonna live. But I'm going to let me get some wire. Have some wire, hold on. Alright, so there's my new setup for this guy. I have this like gardening wire which comes in handy for everything. I love this stuff. So I took some and I bent it and put it between the roots, hooked it onto the side of the glass, and boom. Yeah. There we go. Just looped it, made it a little tighter. And it's sitting in there, and now its roots can grow happy and free the way Vandas like to grow. So, that's my new way of growing Vandas. It's not new to most people because most people do grow their plants this way, but for me, yeah, there's my plant. I'm gonna go soak it and put it by the lights. Thanks for watching.